Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week we've got another great lineup for you again. We're looking at Home Free, Zach Bryan, Whiskey Myers, Tyler Childers, Coulter Wall, Luke Combs has got a new track out, and Benjamin Todd just dropped a new one on VHS, so Gems on VHS, so I really want to check that out. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Let's see who we've got today. Right, so we are back with a new one from Benjamin Todd. It came out about a week ago. This one's called What Keeps Me Up Now. Obviously, we know he's got over most of the hard times. He seems a lot happier now. I'm just glad he's making music still. So what keeps me up now? What is that going to be about? To be honest, I've got no idea. I think it's definitely going to be about something now. He's over it, so it's something about what he's doing. I really don't know. I'm just overthinking. Maybe it's something about being a musician and trying to please everyone. I don't know. But let's get into it and let's listen. This one's about 5 minutes long, so let's see what you got to say, Benjamin.
We're in Muhlenberg County, Kentucky, in the old cow barn that's falling to pieces. Hopefully it doesn't catch on fire like the horse barn today. It's very windy. This tune is called What Keeps Me Up Now. Do I have what it takes to make it somehow?
This man's voice is absolutely angelic to me. It makes me it sends shivers down my spine every time he sings a line, and I don't know why. That rhymes. Might write me a country song.
What if I fall on my face in front of the crowd? And all my mistakes are reflected in shapes that appear like a self-loathing shroud. And as I recede in the charm of my grief, I am bound. What keeps me up now? And let nightmares control you and daylight expose you when the blood in your head starts to pound. It's 20 till 3 and you've got a cliff to climb down. What keeps me up now? Remember the time you first called me out? I laughed to pretend not to know what came out of your mouth. But it clung on my brain like a fresh coat of paint, and I fled on a train headed south. And in New Orleans, I wiped my mind on the town. What keeps me up now? And let nightmares control you and daylight expose you when the blood in your head starts to pound. It's 20 till 3 and you've got a cliff to climb down. What keeps me up now? And I used the dope to escape where I couldn't be found. And I burned through all petty cash and bank accounts. And with nothing else but a guitar and belt, I hawked it and swore off the sound. The belt was a noose when I came to on the ground. What keeps me up now? And let nightmares control you and daylight expose you, and the blood in your head starts to pound. It's 20 till 3, and you've got a cliff to climb down. What keeps me up now?
A gust of wind came from the south, blowing north, and just caught that barn on fire. We tried for like 20 minutes to put it out. Then the roof caught fire, and I was like, well, I can't fight a fire that high.
I just find it so interesting. Like, obviously, it's like my barn's burning down. Quick gems on VHS come over. We're shooting a video, and I want to record a song. And the interesting thing is, like, what keeps me up now, it's not even things like this. It's not like, oh, the barn's burnt down. Obviously, that's something bad that's happened, but it's nothing compared to what the man has been through. I'd love to meet Benjamin Todd in person. Like, he just becomes such an inspiration to me already, and I've only been listening to like 4 or 5 songs, but his heart is literally on his sleeve, and I can listen to and feel absolutely everything, and I think he's absolutely fantastic. But I just want to know what you think. Like, if you've not heard of Benjamin Todd before, please let me know. If you found him via this channel, please let me know. I know he's been requested, and I know a lot of my audience on this are definitely going to have heard of him before. But I would just like to know if I've managed to put him in front of other people. I think that'd be really cool, and I'd be very, very proud of that. This song, again, an absolute 10 out of 10. It really, really is. Some of the lines in this just had me like, I've never heard that before. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that's a fantastic way of putting some words together into a melody and singing it. Unbelievable. So let's do it. Let's go through the song. Do I have what it takes to make it somehow? What if I fall on my face in front of the crowd? And all my mistakes are reflected in shapes that appear like a self-loathing shroud. And as I recede in the charm of my grief, I am bound. What keeps me up now? And he's saying, like, the fear of failing is what keeps him awake right now. He doesn't want to let people down. He doesn't want to get overly nervous in front of people when he's singing and let his audience down. He's like, that's who he does it for. Which is absolutely beautiful. That appear like a self-loathing shout. Like, obviously, self-loathing is a thing. Like, if you deal with anxiety and depression, and he talks about anxiety. So in the chorus, he says, "And let nightmares control you and daylight expose you." That line is so fucking powerful. Like, that is a top tier line. That is just I can't do it justice. Like, that is a powerful line. When the blood in your head starts to pound, and that's that, you're overthinking, and it's actually making you physically sick. Like, the fact that your mental health can have such an impact on your physical health is crazy. And I've been through it, and I do continue to struggle. Not as bad as I used to, but definitely after I've had a couple of drinks, I feel super anxious, and it always feels like it could come back. It's 20 to 3, and you've got a cliff to climb down. 20 to 3 is painting the picture that it's keeping him up in the morning. So that what keeps me up now is like what keeps me up at night, and that's just, he's telling the time in there. and you've got a cliff to climb down, is like, you know, this feeling that's keeping you awake and this pounding in your head and your chest, this the anxiety, like you've got a way to go to get off this, to get out of this feeling. And he knows he's still got a journey ahead. But Benjamin Todd, if you ever see this video, I just want you to know that you help a hell of a lot of people. I fully appreciate you. I'm so glad you're making music. You make my day better when I hear a song like this. Like, I'm feeling good right now. I know it's a negative song, but it makes me feel clarity, if that makes sense. So verse 2, remember the time you first called me out. I laughed to pretend not to know what came out of your mouth. But it clung to my brain like a fresh coat of paint, and that is hard. Like, okay, well, I shrugged it off like you were just joking and it didn't affect me, but deep down that stayed with me. And people's words do. If you're an overthinker like me, people's words stay with you for a very long time. Depending on who they are, if they mean something to you, the words stay with you for a while. If they're nobodies to you, then I can generally shrug those off. And I fled on a train headed south, and in New Orleans I wiped my mind on the town. So that wipe my mind is about getting drunk, doing drugs, and the memory loss that comes with that. So you don't trying your best not to remember anything. And he left to New Orleans. And we do the chorus again, and then verse 3, which is kind of crazy. So, and I used the dope to escape where I couldn't be found. So that in it, where he couldn't be found is in his own head. Like no one's gonna find you there. Like your internal voice. Like people can't find it if it's lost. You know what I mean? And I burnt through all the petty cash and bank accounts, and with nothing else but a guitar and a belt, I hocked it and swore off the sound. That belt was a noose when I came to on the ground. What keeps me up now? Again, it's hard to listen to, and I know, like, obviously he knows the Hill Country Devil. They become friends through music and also through things that they've been through in their own lives, and it's just absolutely a fantastic song. I think he's an incredible human being, to be honest. Thank you, Benjamin Todd. I appreciate you. I hope everyone that watches this appreciates this sort of music. Let me know what you all think. Please get involved in the comments. Just share some love for Ben. Even get in that video and share some love for him on there as well, because the more times you check out the original, the more chance that original version is going to get a chance of being pushed on YouTube as well. The more people. So please do check that out as well. Give that video a like. Share it with at least one friend. If you feel like sharing my video, please do. But the most important thing is that we share that original, because it's a beautiful song, and there are a lot of people out there that need it. But anyway, that brings me to the end of this video. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll go through the running list then. So thank you, peace.